Chalo, let us start then. Okay. So in the previous session, we have studied about thin prism and a normal prism. We have studied the formula for deviation and also deviation for a thin film prism. Okay. We will study today about the optical instruments that are in our syllabus, which is a simple microscope, a compound microscope, and a telescope. I hope you have seen all of these. I'm definitely sure you have seen simple microscope, if not the others. And one thing that we have to start with is the human eye. Now, biology students obviously know this very, very well. But for the engineering students, I know you have studied this in class 10th also. So we'll just have a quick summary of it. How many people have seen an eye? Obviously, everyone has seen an eye. I wanted to ask how many people have seen this diagram of an eye. Okay. So this is the diagram that we remember. Okay. Many terms are written. You can see a lot of terms are written here. So many terms, thanks to Vedantu. They have written so many terms which I practically do not even know what are. Because from engineering point of view and from physics point of view, they don't make sense. Okay. In the I don't think in physics paper they will ask the diagram of eye. I am absolutely sure they will never ask the diagram of eye because we are not a bio. This is physics, na? We have a different subject for it, biology. Only one thing you have to remember from physics point of view and ray optics, and that is the least distance of vision. Okay, and add the maximum defect in the eye. All this that has been written, I will go through it one by one. Okay, and try to explain it to you. But I'm sure you have already either heard it. Yes, absolutely, Anirudh. पहले से ही पता है हमें. So this is the structure of an eye. If you have never seen an eye out of the frame, okay, I'm sure you have never seen a real eye out of the frame, I guess. So this is something, the cartoonish diagram of it. Obviously, the real diagram will be too scary to see. So what are the different parts? Let us see. Okay, so first part that we are talking about is the cornea. Now, in the diagram, let us find out what is the cornea. As you can see, in the diagram, cornea is denoted by this. Oh my God, I used the marker. Yes, cornea is denoted by the front portion basically of the eye. Okay. I hope you forget it, Ankit. Sarji, I don't able to see other classmates. What happened with the system? I don't know, smart girl, what happened with the system. This is a mystery. Okay, try to rejoin, I can say. Good evening, Twinkle. So what is cornea? Imagine like eye is the window to human eye. Okay. So basically cornea is like the window to human eye. If your eye is the house, then your cornea is the window. Okay. So contributes to major refraction, bending of light rays entering our eyes. So it basically bends the light rays that are entering your eyes. It forms a clear font surface of human eye that you can see in the front. The white portion of your eye is the cornea. It also makes sure that foreign substances, dhool, mitti, pradushan, whatever foreign substances that you have, dust, they do not enter your eye. Your finger also sometimes. Okay. If you have a bigger brother or sister, you might have seen, they try to put their finger in your eye. So cornea is the element that is preventing that from happening. Okay. I don't know how to teach biology. You might find I'm not doing a very good job. Okay. But I cannot do anything about this. These are the slides given to me, so I have to go through them once. Okay. So what is cornea? In one line, if I have to say, the outermost portion of the eye which prevents the foreign objects from entering the eye. Okay. हाँ प्रियांशु मेरे साथ कई बार हुआ है. So is the cornea clear to everyone? Is the cornea clear? Okay. So the next thing that we have to talk about is the iris. Ooh, fancy name. Okay, look in the diagram. The iris is this bluish portion, which is just behind the cornea. So it lies right behind the cornea. Thank you. It controls the circular opening called the pupil. So pupil is the opening from which light rays enter into the eye. So this iris is basically controlling the opening of that. The function is like a automatic camera shutter. So have you seen those cameras in which the shutter opens, then the lens come out? Okay, so this iris is basically working like that shutter. Can our eyes behave like a prism? Every material can behave like a prism, but in order for me to call something a prism, it should have two refracting surfaces and there must be an angle between them. Then only you say it is a prism. Like if you have a slab, it is not a prism, although it is made of the same material. Okay, so I don't see any two surfaces, Vijendra, so I will not say it is a prism. Okay, इस पे ध्यान दो बेटा, जल्दी से निकलने दो please. Let us move on to the important topics. So what is the function of iris? The function of iris is like a camera shutter to open and expose the lens. Any doubts in iris? अरे बोलिए, अरे बोलो, होना नहीं चाहिए. Thank you very much. Then the third element we are talking about is the crystalline lens, the most important part, which I have a defective one. Okay. Many of you might have a good lens. I have a defective lens. Okay. Thank you, God. It was not from birth, obviously. It was because you know why it happened. So what is the use of a lens? No, it was definitely not because of the studies. So what is the use of a lens? As we know, the use of a lens is either to converge or to diverge. Yes, Hitesh is going the right way. So the eye lens that we have, since one tries to see you. बड़ा छोटा करना आई थिंक इज पॉसिबल बाय फ्लैशिंग द लाइट. आंख पे लाइट मार के देखो तो बड़ा छोटा होता है. यू कैन सी इट. I will not recommend it, but you can do it with your younger brother or sister if you have. Don't try it with your older brother or sister because they will beat you. Okay. So look at his eye, open his eye and put a torch on his eye. It will expand and contract depending on that. Okay. I don't recommend it, but okay. Just for the name of science. For science, I'm saying if you want in the name of science, you can do it. Okay. Don't say because our teacher told us to do this, because then I might have some issues. Okay. Do it at your own risk. So next thing is the crystalline lens. It further focuses the light rays. Again, we compare to the autofocus of the camera. So basically it changes its focal length so light can form an image on our eye. Okay. Depending on where the object lies, lens tries to focus on the object. So you might have seen in movies, we can focus the camera. ऐसे ऐसे करते हैं ना. If you are trying to be a photographer or you are acting to be a photographer just for Instagram, you might be doing like this. अरे zoom, अरे pass दूर, ऐसे ऐसे. You might be trying to do that. Okay. Many people don't know what is the use for it, but people obviously try it. So that is the purpose of our lens. Okay. आगे बढ़ते हैं. Then it is called the vitreous humor. I don't know what is humorous about it. This is a jelly-like substance that fills the inner chamber of the eye. Let us look where is the vitreous humor. Here, the red portion you can see. Our eye is completely filled. Okay. Shriyanshi, please try to rejoin because I think my audio is fine. So your eye is basically completely filled with a liquid, a jelly-like substance, okay, not liquid, which is called vitreous humor. It helps the eye in maintaining the spherical shape. I did not know that. Thank you very much. It is not at all an important topic from physics point of view, I will say again. Because if there is nothing inside your eye might get crushed. Okay, ho sakta hai. I will come to that, Manisha. Important points I will tell you, okay? Array, is my video not coming properly to you? Vijendra ji is saying something. Am I not visible? Vijendra ji, your internet connection is not good. So our eye is completely filled with a jelly-like substance so that it can remain in spherical shape. Otherwise, if your brother tries that, your eye can get squished without this. Okay. So this is one of the reasons. Travel through the vitreous humor before striking the retina. So obviously light rays, when they try to enter your eye, I want to always do this. Yes, the light rays are going, they move through the vitreous humor and then fall on the retina, which is the last portion of the eye basically where image is formed. Are clear? Boliye haan. Next thing is called the retina, the most important part I will have to say. The light sensitive inner lining of the human eye. Look at the diagram. This is the retina. You can see here. So the innermost lining. Ideally, light rays should focus on the retina to form an image. Ideally, light rays should come from infinity. Okay, wrong ray. Light rays should come from infinity and focus on the retina to form an image. Okay. It is the innermost lining tissue which consists of sclera and choroid as well. Now, let's just skip it, okay, because this is completely biology and it is going too much into biology. So again, when finally strikes the retina, an electrical signal. I don't know, Anirudh. I am not a bio student. I will have to say for the first time in my life this has happened. That is obviously a biology term and I have no idea what is a sclera or a choroid. Okay. And that is not a physics term, I'll have to say. If you're a bio student, you must know this already. Bio वाले सर से पूछो स्क्लेरा क्या है भाई. Okay. So main thing is that basically when light rays strike the retina, electrical signal is sent to the brain. The visual cortex. This is the part of the brain where electrical signals reach via optic nerves. So optic nerves are the cables basically which send the electrical signal to your brain. Very awesome drawing as you can see. No, I'm very far away from MBBS. Okay, this is your brain if no one understood by the diagram. The brain processes the image, high processing power, and finally we can see. Okay. I don't know what is the use of all this in physics, but this was for your information. Okay. Ulta cashew. I can try that. That is a good hint. I think we can try this. I'm very bad at it. I just understand this is a brain, okay? Okay, let us move on. Let us move on. This is important now. अब हम physics पे आ रहे हैं. Important. The only important part. The closest distance for which lens can focus light on the retina. Obviously, image can only be formed when light is focused on the retina, because then only electrical signals will be properly initiated and reach the brain, and your brain will process the right image. Okay. So the closest distance for which lens can focus the light on retina is called the least distant of distinct vision, okay, or the near point. For a standard value, normal human eye, it is 25 centimeter, represented by symbol D. Please note down, this is the important part that you have to note down. The closest distance that you can see very, very clearly, obviously I cannot. If your eyes are okay, if you are a normal human being, the closest distance that you can see closest is 25 centimeter. Please note it down. And can anyone tell me what is the farthest distance? The farthest distance. Yes, Shirdil. Or far point. Far point is infinity. Is infinity. आप अनंत तक देख सकते हैं. You can look up to infinity clearly. Any doubts in this? That will become indeterminate, I think. Okay. So that is what we have to remember. Now, obviously, I cannot see 25 centimeters clearly. Why? Because I have some defect in my eye. So there are some defects that we have to study. Okay. Defects. So the first defect that we study is called the short-sightedness. Short-sightedness or myopia. Yes. Very good, everyone. This is like the repeat telecast from class 10th. It is called myopia. And what happens in myopia? The far point is closer than infinity. Okay, basically I cannot see objects that are far away clearly because image is not formed on the retina. अरे समझ आ रहा है क्या what is happening with my eye? Everyone? अरे बोलिए. So I can only see the things that are close to my eye clearly. Basically what is happening, if this is the eye and this is the object, let me say it is at some finite distance. Okay. When the light rays come and all the story goes on, vitreous humor and all those things, finally what happens, the ray travels through the vitreous humor and forms an image in front of my retina. So image is formed in front of retina. अरे बस, Riya is writing down the whole lecture. अरे बस, image is formed in front of the retina, so obviously cannot see clearly. So I cannot see it clearly because image is formed in front of the retina. Just focus on what you have to remember. मेरा ध्यान दीजिए. Listen to me carefully. What you have to remember, if your eye has this defect, if you cannot see clearly up to infinity, then you use a lens. Like I am using a lens. So what kind of lens do I use? Can you tell me? बोलिए, concave और convex? बोलिए. Very good. So the image is forming before. I want it to form a little bit behind. So the type of lens that I use is concave. I use a concave lens. When I use a concave lens, miracles happen. Miracles happens because now light rays can form an image on my retina. So basically a concave lens is used, or a diverging lens is used to remedy the effect of myopia. Thanks to the technology and advancement of science, we can see how many people have myopia. Please say yes or no. If you have myopia, please tick yes. 50-50. What does that mean? If you have myopia, please tick yes. Yes, poll is going on, Udit ji. I have make poll already. Okay. 35% only have glasses. क्या बात है, क्या बात है sir, क्या बात है. So we have very healthy students in this class. Congrats to you. Okay. So many people have gotten their eyes corrected because last time it was 50-50. चलिए अगली बीमारी की ओर बढ़े. अगली बीमारी है hypermetropia or long sightedness or far sightedness. Generally your parents will have this. So this is a defect in which near objects are not visible clearly. So people do this. अरे बिजली का बिल आ गया. अरे people move their images far, objects far, so they can see them clearly, because the near point is farther than 25 centimeters. You cannot see clearly things that are at 25 centimeters or close to it. You have to move the objects back and then you can see things clearly. Why? Because in this case, the image is formed behind the retina. So image is forming behind the retina. So if I try to make the eye with my excellent making skills. So basically image is being formed behind the retina. So in order to correct it, what human beings do, they simply put a converging lens in front of their eye. If you use a concave lens and then you have an object, in that case, the rays are properly moving and you can form an image on the retina. Okay, so a convex lens is used, or a convergent means convex lens is used to remedy this. Are you getting my point? If you have long-sightedness or hypermetropia or far-sightedness, you can correct it using the convex lenses. So this is generally will last slide. Okay. Yes, absolutely, Udit. The reverse of myopia. This is absolutely reverse of myopia. दुनिया में बहुत कष्ट हैं. Third thing, third kind of disease. Any person cannot see 25 centimeters. क्या होगा सर? अमन जी क्या होगा? मतलब 25 के पास नहीं दिखता, दूर तो दिखता है उनको. They can see anything that is beyond 25 centimeter. Okay, 25 सेंटीमीटर से दूर होगा तो दिख जाएगा. And then is the बीमारी of बुढ़ापा, your old age, which is called presbyopia. In this case, both the near point and far point are not clearly visible. So you cannot see up to infinity and you cannot see things very close. You cannot see things that are very far. You cannot see things that are very close. न दूर का दिख रहा है, न पास का दिख रहा है, पता नहीं क्या हो रहा है जीवन में. So basically This is called presbyopia, and this is a old age disease. So what do we use for it? We use a bifocal lens. Bifocal lens. अरे cylindrical नहीं use होते, bifocal lens are used. Have you not seen those? ऐसे लेंस देखे होंगे ना? You might have seen bifocal lenses. Small dot is there. बूढ़े लोग होते हैं, they look from it. When they look close, they are looking through a convex. When they look far, they are looking from concave. Okay. So basically this portion, it is your concave portion, and this portion is your convex portion. So if you're looking at things very, very close, you are looking through convex, and you're looking very, very far, you're looking through concave. So did you understand the bimaris that people have to go through because of their incorrect shape of eyeball or defective lenses? You can obviously get your lens replaced nowadays, although I don't think people should. Okay. जो भगवान ने दिया है उसमें खुश रहिए. नहीं दिखता तो नहीं दिखता, किसको देखना है दूर. Okay. Is it clear? There are many defects also, but from physics point of view, we don't study them. There is astigmatism. For that we use cylindrical lens, but cylindrical lens is not in the syllabus. That is why there is no use of studying it. Okay. Cataract is motiabind. That is a defect. Yes, that is also eye defect. That can also be corrected nowadays. I recommend that. If anyone has cataract, please do get a treatment. Okay. Arey, is it clear? So this was your biology session. Please rate how you feel about me teaching biology. I don't recommend it. Okay. There are experts for it. Plus sign for convex. Yes, that we already know, na, smart girl. That is why my number is in minus, because I use a concave lens. Cataract, in cataract, there is a layer formed in front of your lens which makes it unusable. Okay. Blurred basically, yes. No, I don't think so. This topic is going to come into boards this year, especially because they have already reduced the syllabus a lot. So they will not be focusing on the eye. Okay. Cause क्या है? Cause अब पूरा बेटा bio ही हो जाएगा ये. If I get reason for myopia and presbyopia is the elongation of the eyeball basically. Okay. And maybe some glands get weak or biology. Okay. Chaliye. Answer a question then, everyone. For a normal eye, not my eye, for a normal eye, the least distant of distinct vision or clear vision is 0.25 centimeter, 0.5 centimeter, 25 centimeter, or infinite. Mark your answer, everyone. 80%. Wow, that is a good score. At least you can remember some things. So the answer is 25 centimeter, not 0.25. Okay, do not make that mistake. Bataiye, any question in this? Any doubts in this? Okay, next question is in front of you, everyone. Can you see the next question? Please say yes or no. How to answer fast? Click fast and have a fast internet connection. Okay, so second question is in front of you. For a myopic eye, if you have myopia, which lens should you use? Concave, convex, cylindrical, or toric lens? Now, don't ask what is toric lens. We don't care. Okay. So the question is in front of you, everyone. Start marking your answer. Myopia, which lens? We are correct. 93%. Kya baat? Very, very good. So obviously the answer is a concave lens that we use for myopia or short-sightedness. Any dukh or kast in this? बोलिए फटाफट. quickly. Astronaut wala, agar agla wala is greater than 70%, we will do the astronaut effect. So a person is suffering from hypermetropia. Hypermetropia requires which type of spectacle lenses? Think about it, everyone. For hypermetropia, which type of lens do we use? Long-sightedness. Mark your answers now. Your time starts. 82%. Lower your headphone volumes, everyone. Lower your headphone volumes. And yes, the answer is a convex lens. Any doubts in this? कोई doubt किसी को? कोई दुख कष्ट या समस्या? Let me know. Kashta due to no low network. Out of my control, sir. चलिए आगे बढ़ा जाए जीवन में. Plano concave is basically a lens which is concave and plane from one side. This type of lens. One side is plane, one side is concave. Okay. Okay. So next thing we are going to focus on is a simple microscope. Chaliye. So what is a simple microscope? Let us talk about it. Basically, some things are very, very small. And we need to look at them. I don't know for what reason, but if you want to look at them, you can use either of the two instruments, which is simple microscope and a compound microscope. Now, simple microscope is basically a magnifying lens that we all had in our childhood, and we used it to burn paper using the sunlight. Okay. But the actual use of simple microscope was to look at things very, very small. If you want to look at things which are more smaller, okay, then you use the compound microscope. I'm sure you might have used this in your schools to look at the onion or hair or something like that, any disgusting thing that they show in the school. Am I correct or not? Something you might have seen under the compound microscope, I am sure. So this basically has more magnifying power. More magnifying power. Okay. Because this has more magnifying power, so we look at very, very small things through compound microscope, and for normal things we can use simple microscope. Are you getting my point? अरे बोलो हाँ. चलिए. So let us see what actually happens in case of a simple microscope. Before that, you have to understand one thing, which is the state of eye. State of eye. State does not mean Raj in this case, okay? Not that state. State, I am trying to say condition of the eye, okay? So if something is placed, suppose this is your eye. Thank you for the appreciation. This is your eye, and an object is placed at a distance of 25 centimeter, which is the near point. If an object is placed at the near point, can you guys tell me, is my eye stressed or is it relaxed? Is my eye stressed or relaxed? No, Ananya, take something and place it 25 centimeters close. You will get stress on your eye. Okay. So this is the most stress that your eye can have while looking at an object that is clearly visible. If you decrease the distance more, things will not be visible clearly. If you can see something clearly and you place it 25 centimeters away, your eye is at maximum stress. Okay. So I can say stressed eye for clear vision. For clear vision. On the other hand, if I have the same eye and the object is placed at almost infinite separation. So infinite here means very, very far. At infinite separation, in this case, look at something very, very far away. Your eye is relaxed. It is most relaxed as possible. Relaxed for clear vision. So that is why we used to play 2020 game. Remember? I used to tell you to look away from the screen at something very, very far away. I did not used to say take a ball and look at it very, very closely, because then your eyes would get more stress. Okay, and they would not relax. याद आ रहा है बचपन में किया था? Okay, great. So when object or image, anything, if you're looking at anything, if it is at 25 centimeter, stress in the eye is maximum. When it is at infinity, the stress is a minimum. Okay. आगे बढ़ते हैं. Let us look at the magnification through a microscope. Simple microscope. Okay. So magnification of a simple microscope. So first of all, you should know what is the meaning of magnification. So suppose you have an object. Okay, you have an object like this, and let me say HO is the height of object. It is the height of object. Okay, and suppose I have an image of this same object, and HI is the height of image. Height of image. Then magnification M. Magnification M is simply given as height of image by height of object. So magnification is the ratio of height of image and height of object. Are you getting my point? अरे बोलिए. Yes, Manisha, you will see it blurred. 10th की बातें, बचपन की बातें, absolutely correct. If your magnification is less than 1, then your image is diminished image. सुना होगा आपने बचपन में, diminished image, है कि नहीं? And if your magnification is greater than 1, you have an enlarged image. बड़ी image बनेगी. Enlarged image. बोलिए सारांश जी, what is your doubt? Twinkle ji, height of image by height of object is magnification. If it is greater than 1, image will be large as compared to object, and it is less than 1, it means image will be smaller as compared to object. You are really asking a numerical question, seriously, in the middle of the class. Myopic adult for far point 0.1 meter. His power of accommodation is 4 diopter. Okay. So if the far point is given, what is the near point they are asking? What? So they have given you the focal length in this case, 4 diopter, it means 25 centimeter. What is the near point with glasses? It is 25 centimeter only. Okay. We'll come to your doubt. बीच में मत पूछा करो doubt ऐसे यार. Ask your doubt when we are doing questions. You are asking in between the theory only. चलिए. So now let us look at the formula for magnification that we are going to focus on. Okay. So first case is when image is formed at infinity. Okay. Infinity. So suppose I have a magnifying lens. It is basically, what is a magnifying lens? It is a convex lens. The convex lens is called the magnifying lens. And you have an object which is placed here, let me say. So the rays will move from the object. थोड़ा सा अच्छा डायग्राम बना लेते हैं. The rays will start moving from the object. What is the role of plus and minus sign in magnification? Smart girl, we have already seen that in previous lectures. Plus sign will tell you that the image is erect, and the minus sign will tell you that the image is inverted. Okay, and suppose you're looking from somewhere here. So the rays will get bent and the image is formed at infinity. So if you're looking at the image, you will see an enlarged image. We will see an enlarged image and the eyes will be relaxed. Eyes will be relaxed. Okay. Now suppose if f is the focal length of this lens, f is the focal length of lens, then the magnification in this case is simply given by d by f. All right, where d you know is the distance for clear vision, shortest distance I should say, shortest distance for clear vision. Very simple, you just have to remember the formula. Let us take an example on this. Okay, so suppose, let me say that power of a magnifying lens is 10 diopter. Okay, first thing I'm asking is the focal length of lens, and the second thing I'm asking you is the magnification of lens. So for first thing, what we will do, you know what is power. Power is the reciprocal of focal length. We know this formula already. Power is equal to 1 by f. Now power is given to you 10 diopter. So if you reciprocal it, you will get 0.1 meter, or you can say focal length is 10 centimeter if you convert it into centimeter. Second thing is the magnification, which is simply d by f. Now what is your d? It is the shortest distance of clear vision, that is 25 centimeter, and your focal length has just been calculated as 10 centimeter. So the magnification you will get is 2.5. So if you place a 1 centimeter long object, its image will be visible to you of size 2.5 centimeter, which is simply the height of image upon height of object. Are you getting my point? So if you know the height of object, you can calculate the height of image. Batai, is it clear? Are, is it clear or not? Boliye. Vishal ji wants to see the previous slide, sorry, not the previous class. Yes, Kushdeep, I have already put the previous slide as demanded. One to beta Abhishek is the formula. Power is reciprocal of focal length. That was taught in the previous class. Power is the reciprocal of focal length. Sir, does derivation come simple microscope? My teacher did not. Did some derivation also with the ray diagram simple microscope. Beta, make the diagram. It is very, very simple only. If you make the diagram and calculate the angle, you will get, there is no long derivation for it. Okay. And obviously that is not that important in this case. Damru nahi hai bhai. Are Anirudh, this is the last slide. Which last slide are you talking about? The second question? I don't think so, Ananya. You just can remember the formula. Okay. or you can make the triangle and see from there also. 0.1 कैसे आया? अरे बेटा उल्टा करो ना अभिषेक जी. Take the reciprocal of this. If you take the reciprocal, अरे यार, if 1 by f is 10 अभिषेक, then f is 0.1. अब इसमें क्या समझाऊं मैं? अभिषेक जी नहीं समझ आया? मंकी नहीं है बेटा, हल्क है. ट्विंकल जी, हैव यू नेवर सीन अवेंजर्स? Look at the biceps. Avengers. 100 by f कहां से आ गया उदित जी? D means shortest distance ना बेटा, it is 25 centimeter. I have already told you. Power is 1 by f. Yes. In centimeter, if you want, you can use 100 by f. Yes, Udit, that is correct. Chaliye, let us move on from banner and let us move to the second type of magnification. If image is formed at infinity, in the relaxed case, what will be the magnification if you want the image to be formed at infinity? Okay, so in the relaxed case, what will happen? Where did I make the diagram? Yes. So let's say this is your eye and you have this lens. No, we did this already. My mistake. At the near point, I want to make it. At the near point. So this situation will be stressed. Your eye will be stressed. Okay. So basically, if you have an object here and you have a lens here and you are looking from it, a ray will originate. And in this case, I want the image to be formed at the near point itself. Okay. So basically, I can say this position is your D, where image is being formed. This is your height of image. This is your height of object. Are you getting my point? Chalo, let us see it. अच्छा सा diagram बनाते हैं. Let me make a good diagram so you can understand. Let me make the optical axis also. Suppose this is the optical axis. Okay. This is your eye. Let me say this is your object. So this is height of object. Okay. Rays will come. They will get converged. And basically they are forming an image at what distance? D. Are you getting my point? Okay. So now what we have to do, in this case, the magnification that we use is 1 plus D by F. If your eyes are stressed, in that case, the image that is formed is more enlarged. But if you are looking at the image in relaxed state, the magnification is less by 1 basically. So if you are forming the image at the near point, magnification formula that we use is 1 plus D by F, where F is the focal length of lens. Focal length of lens. Okay. So इसके ऊपर भी एक हलवा सा question. Let us see a very simple question on it, because it is purely formula based only. So find the magnifying power or magnification. Find the magnification for a convergent lens or concave lens or magnifying lens, whatever you want to say, or a simple microscope, you can also say. Simple microscope. Okay. If the image if the image is formed at near point. If you want the image to be formed at near point, what will be the magnification? So simply I can use, if the focal length is given to me, let me say 10 centimeter, you can use the magnification will be 1 plus d by f, and you can simply say 1 plus d is 25 centimeter, focal length is 10 centimeter, so you will get 3.5, and that is the magnification. बताइए. Now all those who are thinking about the derivation, it is very easy. Assume the object at a distance of u and apply the formula. 1 plus f is 1 by v minus 1 by u. You know this formula, na? So 1 by f will be 1 by v. Where is your image formed? Where is your image formed? It is formed at minus d. Minus 1 by u was your position of object. चलो let me derive. If you want the derivation, we can do it. Derivation कर देता हूं मैं. First, tell me if you have doubt in the formula and question. After this, I'll tell you the derivation. Any doubts in this formula? Any doubt in formula and question? If you know the formula, you can apply it now. चलो तो फिर देख लेते हैं. इसका important नहीं है शेरदिल. There are many important derivations which are necessary, but this is not necessary because this is not that difficult. See what I'm doing. I'm basically finding magnification for a convex lens. So this is kind of a question only, that if you have an object, let me say, if you have an object, this is your height of object, okay, and the image is forming at the near point. So we do these questions ना, ऐसे question तो हम करते ही हैं. See, simple microscope, is it a special thing? कोई special चीज है क्या? Have you never done numericals for a convex lens? Have you ever done numericals for a convex lens? सबने किया है ना? I'm sure about it. You have done it. है कि नहीं? So that is it. That's all we are thinking about. Okay. That is it. So let me say object is at a distance u, and image location is also given to you, and focal length is also given to you. They just want the magnification. So magnification is height of image by height of object. है कि नहीं? Here is the eye. So what will I do? I will apply the lens formula. Don't think this like a derivation. This is like a question only. What is lens formula? 1 by f is 1 by v minus 1 by u. You know this formula? Okay. Now this is a convex lens. Just tell me, focal length for a convex lens is positive or negative? Focal length for a convex lens, is it positive or negative? Positive. Okay. Now rays are going in rightward direction. So this direction is positive. This direction is negative. This we have seen many times. Now this is your image. Image is formed at a distance d. So is d positive or negative? Just tell me this. Is d positive or negative? बताइए. I have drawn the direction also. Are negative? So I will simply say minus 1 by d minus 1 by u. So distance that I have taken is u. Is it positive or negative? It is again negative, so minus u. This is your first equation. Are you getting my point? Are you getting my point? Chalo. Now let us look at this. Basically the angle that image is forming on the eye. So look at this triangle. The red triangle that I am making. Okay. Let me say this angle is alpha. Can you tell me tan alpha? Can you tell me tan alpha? Perpendicular by base. So base will be how much? If I say this distance is x, if I say I is at a distance x, can you tell me what will be the base? It will be d plus x. अरे है कि नहीं? अरे बोलो. Yes. And let me say the image was object was initially forming angle beta. This is the object. So this is forming an angle beta. Okay, this angle is beta, let us say. Now look at this triangle, this chota wala triangle. Can you tell me tan beta? Can you tell me tan beta? It will be height of object upon u plus x. Am I correct? Am I correct? Now what is magnification? It is height of image by height of object. This is the formula that we know. Obviously, then only you will understand how much magnified it is. Take the ratio. Take the ratio. What will you get? Basically, if you take the ratio, what you are going to get? Are bolo. Height of image by height of object. Here tan alpha and tan beta is given to me. From this formula, what I am getting, first let me look at this formula. इस formula को देखते हैं. So 1 by f, it is 1 by u minus 1 by d. It means I can say 1 by u is 1 by f plus 1 by d. कह सकता हूं मैं? Okay. So just take the ratio of these. What are you going to get? बोलो मुझे मैग्निफिकेशन की वैल्यू क्या मिलेगी हमें? I will get I think d plus x upon u plus x. Am I correct? And if we take the d negligible, what is the value of 1 by u? Is 1 by f plus 1 by d. Am I correct? Yes. If I take the value of x negligible, what can I say this is? This will basically become height of image by height of object. अरे एक सेकंड, मैं खुद कंफ्यूज हो गया. आई एम कंफ्यूज माई सेल्फ. वही मैं सोच रहा हूँ. एक सेकंड, जस्ट वेट अ सेकंड एवरीवन. नहीं बेटा, कंफ्यूजिंग नहीं है. वी सिंपली हैव टू फाइंड, वी नो द पोजीशन ऑफ इमेज. अच्छा हाँ, अरे मैग्निफिकेशन, व्हाट इज मैग्निफिकेशन? इट इज v by u ओनली ना. इट इज v by u ओनली. अरे फॉर्मूला ऑफ लेंस, फॉर लेंस का फॉर्मूला क्या था मैग्निफिकेशन का? v by u. अरे डू यू रिमेंबर? So put the value of v. What is the value of v? It is d. And what is the value of 1 by u? It is 1 by f plus 1 by d. ये लो हो गया. अरे कितना फालतू तो है. This is not necessary. Ananya, look at this. This is not even necessary. This is not even necessary. Look at it here. You understood till here? यहाँ तक समझ आया अनन्या? Everyone understanding what I have done here? This thing, the green portion. Can you see this portion? Are this you know na? And do you know the formula for concave lens or for any lens? Magnification formula is position of image by position of object. अरे बोलिए. अरे am I correct? So just put the, what is v? Your v is d only na? Put the value of v as d and put the value of 1 by u. This is v into 1 by u na? Put the value of 1 by u here. So what do you get? You get 1 plus d by f, and that is your magnification. इतनी सी बात है. लगता मुश्किल है, it is not difficult. Only thing you have to do is apply the lens formula once and then find the value of v by u. है ना आसान? Okay. I'm not saying it is very important. Why? Because we are just applying lens formula. आप lens formula ही तो apply कर रहे हो. This is not a big deal. So simply what I will say about simple microscope, if I summarize, simple microscope, scope. Just remember one thing, for image at near point, for image at near point in which the eye will be stressed, magnification is 1 plus d by f. Okay. And for image at far point, in which case the eye is relaxed, the magnification will be d by f, simply d by f. Okay. Just note down these formulas, they are very important. They are important, like not very important. They're important to solve the questions. Chalo, let us do a question then. So what will be the magnification at least distant of distinct vision? Basically, if the image is formed at the near point. Focal length is given 5 centimeter. I'll give you 30 seconds, then we'll vote. Why only 65%? What are you doing? अरे क्या हो गया? So image has to be formed on the near point. So magnification will be 1 plus d by f, not d by f. This will be 1 plus 25 by 5, which is 6. So magnification is 6. Any doubts in this? कोई दुख या समस्या? बेटा वो ऐसे ही कर दिया था, उसकी जरूरत नहीं है. That is not needed, अनन्या. That was a different way to do it. We don't need that. आपको समझ आ गया ना डेरिवेशन? अरे बेटा आप सारे डेरिवेशन करवाओगे क्या? It is also in the seminal manual only. I did 26 by 5. Wow. Chalo. Arey, we have to complete this also, na? Chaliye. That is not going to be asked. I can guarantee you anywhere. It's a one-line derivation. Why will someone ask you that? Okay. Don't take stress. Focus on the important things. Compound microscope. Now this is a microscope that is used. This is a microscope that is used to see at things which are very, very small. In this case, we take two lenses. Okay. In case of compound microscope, two lenses are used. If your object is placed here, if this is your object, then this lens which is close to the object is called, hello Karan, this lens is called objective. Very good, Sherdil. And if your eye is placed here, then this lens is called eyepiece. Okay, Ananya, I will do it. I will do it, okay. So this is for compound microscope. Suppose you have an object here and let me say the distance of object is u. Just remember one thing, everyone. If the focal length of objective is FO and focal length of eyepiece is FE, then for compound microscope, focal length of FO is taken less than focal length of eyepiece. Can we understand it? Arey boliye. Do you get it? Basically, they are two lenses. Both are simple microscopes. You combine two simple microscopes. Why? Wah, Manisha ji. Why? Why? Because then only you will see a magnified image. Okay. ऐसा ही होता है. If we don't do this, then it will not be called a compound microscope. Okay. Yes, we can remember it like that, Ananya. Okay. So suppose the rays are moving like this, it will converge it, and obviously an image will be formed here. It will be inverted. Are you getting my point? So let's say an image is formed and this location, I can say it is VO, image formed by objective. Then this falls on the eyepiece, and finally an image is formed which is enlarged and is also inverted. And let me say this image is finally formed at a distance of D from the eye. Then only people will see it clearly, hai ki nahi? So this is your height of image. So first thing you need to remember is this. The focal length of objective is less than the eyepiece. Second thing, the final image formed is enlarged and inverted. Enlarged and inverted. Now listen to me carefully. This was your object, and this is the image formed by the objective. So this image acts like an object for eyepiece. So I can say this distance is UE. U for eyepiece. And this is the final image formed by the eyepiece. So I can say this is VE. Are you getting my point? UO is the objective distance for objective. VO is the object image distance for objective. UE is the object distance for eyepiece, and VE is the image distance for eyepiece. So both the lenses will do the magnification. Can you tell me what will be the magnification of objective lens? Magnification of objective lens. Magnification of objective lens will be V0 by U0. Am I correct? Magnification of the objective will be V0 by U0. V by U formula I am using. That is the standard formula. Na? And what will be the magnification of eyepiece? What will be the magnification of eyepiece? Yes, it will be D by UE. D by UE. If you want to put it with sign, then we can put it with sign also. Minus D by minus UE. Both are negative, na? समझ आ रहा है क्या? Magnification formula, that is the standard formula that I'm using. Okay. Now I can also write this as 1 plus D by F. Did you understand this, Ananya? 1 plus D by F. Why am I writing this? 1 plus D by Fe. Formula for simple microscope. It is forming image at near point. It is forming image at near point. So the same derivation that we did for simple microscope, this derivation, where did it go? This derivation, I can do it for eyepiece, only for eyepiece. Considering eyepiece only and considering this as the new object, I can do the same derivation for this. And again it will come 1 plus D by Fe. समझ आ रहा है कि नहीं? Bus. So basically you simply say what is the magnification of compound microscope. Magnification of compound microscope. Compound microscope if you have two lenses, this is simply magnification of objective multiplied by the magnification of eyepiece. Are you getting my point? So I can say magnification will be V0 by U0 into 1 plus D by Fe. And that is the formula that we remember. बताइए, any doubts in this? बोलो भाई, बोलो भाई. I am saying again and again the derivation is not important. Yes, you can put the negative sign in front of it because final image is inverted only. That we know. Final image is inverted only. Okay. So this is the formula that we remember. If you want in the terms of focal length, you can use this. Now, for this lens. For this lens, I can write 1 by FO is 1 by VO minus 1 by UO. है कि नहीं? I know this formula, na? So I can use it. You can find V0 by U0 from here. निकाल देते हैं चलो अगर आपको दिक्कत हो रही है. So 1 by FO is 1 by VO minus 1 by UO. Okay. So basically this will come out to be, I can write V0 is 1 by F0, this 1 by U0, and V0 I can write is U0 F0 by U0 minus F0. Okay, so you can put it here in place of V0. u naught will get cancelled out, and you will get focal length of objective upon u naught minus fo minus sign into 1 plus d by fe. A very bad formula is coming, but that is it. That is what you have to remember. Basically, I am using lens formula only. For every lens, I am using the lens formula only. That is it. Siddhant, that is not a question from this class. Okay. How does the fringe width of interference change when the whole apparatus of Young's in a liquid of refractive index 1.3? Are you comparing it to air? Fringe width is lambda d by d, and lambda, if you go from air into 1.3, obviously your lambda will decrease by a factor of mu. So fringe width will decrease by 1.3. Your answer, sir, what was the name? Siddhant Kumar. Your answer is beta will become beta by 1.3. अरे बोलिए, any doubts in this? Any doubts in this? Chalo, then let us have a question. Yes, Manisha, D is VE only, but we write it in terms of D only, na? So the question is in front of you. In a compound microscope, convex lens of shorter focal length is. Which lens has shorter focus length? Think about it. 57%. Wow. So you did not focus on the main thing which I told you in the beginning. Shorter focal length is of the objective. अरे समझ आया? Let us look at the final instrument, and that is the telescope. What is this telescope used for? To look at the stars, चांद सितारे देखने का अगर आपको शौक है. Basically, it is used to look at things very, very far away. Okay. The lens which is facing the stars is called the objective and has a larger aperture. So that is bigger. And the lens close to our eye is smaller. You might have seen the telescope in diagram at least. So that has the smaller focal length. So for this, the diagram is different. Basically, you can look at it here. So this is called your eyepiece. This is called your objective. And your Chand Sitara are very, very far away. The stars are very, very far away. Or planets, whatever you are looking at, it is very, very far. So rays basically come, are incident at an angle alpha on the objective, which will make its image obviously on the focus, because rays are coming from infinity. When rays are coming from infinity, they pass through a convex lens. It will make the image on focus. So FO, focal length of objective. In this case, FO is greater than FE, opposite to that of compound microscope. Now, length of the telescope is set like this. You can change the length of telescope. Now it is set like that so that this image formed falls at a distance of FE from the eyepiece, so that it can again form its image at infinity. So your eyes will be relaxed and you can see the image at infinity. Are you getting my point? So magnification for this is simply calculated by beta plus beta by alpha. Are you getting my point? Which is height of image by height of object. See, if I assume that the height of object or whatever was there is HO and height of image is FE, then finally magnification that you get is FO by FE. This is the simplest one. And what will be the length of the tube? This is the length L. So what will be the length of the tube? It will be FO plus FE. This is what we remember. Are you getting my point? So this is the most simple one, telescope. The only thing you have to remember, image formed by eyepiece, image formed by eyepiece is at the focus, of image formed by the objective, sorry. Image formed by the objective is at the focus of eyepiece. Okay, and this is the formula that you use. Any doubts in this? Image is obviously inverted when it is formed, but because stars are ulta seedha, so we don't care. Okay. Quickly do a question on this, everyone. Ananya, ray diagram is very, very clear. Rays are coming from infinity. They will form image at focus. Then this image is at the focus of eyepiece. So it will form the final image at infinity. When image is at when object is at infinity, image is at focus. When object is at focus, image is at infinity. This is the very, very easy, na? Chalo. Let's do one question. The magnifying power of a telescope is 10 and the focal length of eyepiece is 20. Find the focal length of objective. Think about it, everyone. 32% only. I think we did not have enough time. That is why people did it wrong. So if power is 1 by 10, focal length will be, sorry, power is 10, then focal length will be 1 by 10 meter, or you can say it will be 100 centimeter. Sorry, again, my mistake. 1 by 10 meter will be 10 centimeter. Are you getting my point? Are boliye. So what can we say? Power is given to us, or we don't even need to do this. We can simply write it like this. Power is directly given 10 FO by FE. So 1 by FO, I need to calculate FO. It will simply be 10 times the what happened here? What is given to us? Yes. Yes. Basically magnification they are asking, na? Yes. So I will get 1 by FO is 10 into 20. That is, I'm making a mistake here. क्या गड़बड़ कर रहा हूं भाई मैं? Okay, I am using the wrong formula. I'm using for compound microscope. Magnification is FO by FE. Yes. So then though it is halwa only. So FO you will get 200 centimeter. I was using for compound microscope. Taking many classes a day, my brain is now starting to freeze. My mistake. Chaliye. Let us see. Basically, we have studied about a simple microscope, compound microscope, and telescope. General formulas. Okay.